Okay, hold up. I want to just make this. You know what? Okay, so someone, or actually, like I think 2 to 3 people told me to do this, aka make a full raw video of emotion. Basically, no cutting, no AI bullshit, no claim, all uncensored wording, basically, like cuss words. I'm not gonna say too many because I'm not trying to. Let me pull up the video. So some of you may know the video. My friends want me to respond to that. So I'm going to do that with my voice this time instead of the AI one. But you can go back to it and you can react to it. I'm not going to delete that one. Today I'm gonna. Okay, there's the video. Okay, first thing I want to get off my chest. For anyone wondering, the IP address on the thing is not a whatever. Okay, he actually put my Discord ID and Corpse's ID. I don't care about Corpse's ID. Like that's just him. He actually had proof against him. I didn't. Why did I get flamed? Oh, because you don't like me, don't you? But that's okay. And I already got harassed by 7 people. And luckily, 2 to 3 of them were pretty damn nice people. Let me move this mic a little bit better. And then, why would you do that if you don't want harassment, bruh? Alright, fair enough. And I like how a few people are on my side, but they get deleted. The only one that hasn't been deleted is from, I can't say that name for some reason. I can't see that name. Literally defending I was in surgery, etc. If you don't understand that, that's cool. Let me see. Just going through, like how everyone's agreeing to him, but there is like 2 to 3 comments. There is one person here. I'm not gonna display his name or even say anything about it, but he actually did DM me, wanted my side of the story, because and so far he actually is on my side so far. Which that's good. Okay, cool. Okay, here's the video. Hopefully my microphone can get it, because I cannot display it on my computer right now for some reason. Every single time I open up this, I'm going to have to reload and install one of my drivers. I just realized that. Ah, fuck. Okay.
Be exposing 2 of the worst people banned from my Discord. Hopefully this can help hold people accountable and raise awareness.
Hold people accountable? What does that mean? I didn't do shit. Dude, you did not promote being accountability. You're promoting harassment towards me. I don't give a shit about Corpse. That's Corpse. He shouldn't have did that. We're very weird of him, alright?
Turn on sound or captions to understand the video. Everything in this video is based off my personal experience and the experiences of other members in the Discord, supported by evidence
when possible, and he still puts me on blast for no evidence at all, just hearsay information.
Possible. The first person I'm going to talk about goes by Corpse, Killua, or Vuln. I'll be referring to them.
So let me just do a little quick summary of what Corpse did. I will let it play through, and I'm not going to look at the stream because I cannot look at the dead corpse. I just cannot do that. I don't know why you even put it in the fucking video. He should have just blurred it. Like, don't put it actually in the video. Blur it, bruh. Blur it, bruh. The fuck? So, Corpse, I guess in his little brain, he couldn't comprehend certain things, but he wanted to be creepy for Halloween. What kind of excuse is that? And I like how he didn't take accountability for it. I like how Pulse even said that he was working on himself and taking accountability. He never did. He actually defended himself there.
Throughout this video as Corpse. Corpse was in my server for over a year and was pretty active. At his height, he made it all the way up to the admin position of the staff team after proving progress, being helpful, and working on himself for about 7 to 8 months. He had previously had a pretty big problem with accountability, which seems to have made a big comeback towards the end. The events that led to him being banned all started when members from the community messaged me saying that he was trying to find their in real life location, as well as being creepy as fuck.
Exactly, creepy as fuck. See, Corpse did not change one bit, but yet I am in the fucking thumbnail being called a weirdo and a pedophile. Okay, bruh.
Process. Fair warning, the photos of these interactions that I'm about to put on the screen, some may find disturbing. In these messages, Corpse changes his nickname on Discord and his profile picture to the same nickname and profile picture of the accuser, maybe in an attempt to confuse or maybe to be creepy. I'm really not sure. My DM messages later on with him confirm, in my opinion, that this was him. I don't remember if he exactly admitted that it was him, but it was obvious as hell that this was indeed him. Something to consider when taking a look at all this from an unbiased perspective is that this did happen within close proximity to Halloween. This will play an eventual...
Why? I don't know why. I don't know. I could be taking this wrong, but it just sounds like he's defending the weird shit he did. But it's whatever. I'm not going to actually persify this because I don't know. For all I know, it could just be personal logic and stuff. But for all I know, it could be very personal bias and just trying to find a loophole through it. But I don't care.
Into his defense that he says later in my DMs that this was all just a joke and they never told him to stop. When I was talking to him in DMs about this, the point that I was trying to raise is that whether he thinks it's a joke or not, maybe it's not the best idea to be sending stuff like that. I know it's Halloween, but it could get him into trouble down the line, of course.
He did not care. He continued.
His response to this wasn't that he felt bad for doing anything wrong. It was that no one would be able to hold him accountable because he's so far away from the people that he tried to affect.
Okay. Literally what I was mentioning in the very beginning.
Not to mention, at one point, he even...
Oh, and by the way, I hope you know, he has 2.1k views, and he has 132 likes. And I hope you know, if, like, dude, I'm getting harassed. Why? This should not be... Okay, it's whatever. Fuck it. Let's continue. Let's not get off track, you know?
Brings up his donations to me in the past on my stream as if that's a reason for him to be able to harass people without...
This guy dumped hundreds of dollars into Pulse. He literally dropped galaxies every minute.
Being held accountable by me. As I finish up talking about Corpse, I would just like to add that the people who accused him of this have zero tendency of ever making up anything about anyone, especially to screw them over. And on the other hand, Corpse most fucking definitely does have a tendency to do these types of things.
Exactly what I mentioned in the very beginning.
I hadn't seen this type of tendency out of him for an extremely long time. That's why he was able to...
He was doing it behind your back, bro. I could just tell you that.
Make his way up to admin, but it was very believable once I had heard and seen the evidence. The next person I'm going to be talking about goes by Tawny or Code Control. I do not want there to be any sort of confusion. To everything I know, the YouTube channel called Code Control has absolutely nothing to do with this guy. Please don't get it confused, and I'll try to make it as obvious as possible on screen that that's the case. I also want to make it clear that for the rest of this video, I do not have any more hard
evidence. He still doesn't even have, like, soft evidence or any type of evidence. He only gets hearsay information. That's not evidence at all. Shit, fuck, okay. That is crazy. Why even, I don't know. Let's just continue.
Evidence to support my claims. This is simply just me trying to get the word out of experiences that I've had and testimony from other...
Well, yeah, but that's just all hearsay information. Hell, for all we know, it could be very false. And it is false, because I don't speak negatively around children or anything else. Thank you.
Members of the Discord. Tony joined my Discord server about a year...
I think a year, 0.5 years, maybe. A year and a half, I would say.
Ago, and since he joined, he seemed to have a growing interest and remained moderately active. Not too long after he joined the Discord, I woke up one morning and a staff member had told me that they had to punish him due to saying inappropriate things in a voice chat, allegedly while drunk.
Allegedly? And I hope you know, I was arguing with that staff member, and that's why I got punished, actually. It was not because I was drunk. I was just arguing. This was before I even became a staff member, I believe.
I knew after hearing this that whatever had happened probably wasn't very good due to the fact that I tell the staff, and they all know very well, that especially...
A lot of the staff members hate each other. Most of them are pretty good, but... No, pretty much all of them hates each other, I should say. Damn, stuttered.
If it's somebody's first offense, we do our absolute best to make sure that they get warned before they get punished. Later on, this would prove to be a problem, as just based off of my own personal experience, I was catching him saying things that he probably shouldn't in group chats where children commonly were.
You never verbally warned me, or even warned me through the bot, or even text warned, so... False? Yes. False. Very false. Dude, people who know me, they know I don't speak like this at all.
Usually in a typical case like this, all I'd have to do is just remind somebody, hey man, you know, there's kids around here, we really can't be saying stuff like that. And like I say, typically this stuff gets fixed instantly by me just reminding them that. I mean, no one wants to be known as that guy. The first few times I personally caught him doing this, I nicely reminded him
You never caught me once, and plus I never did any of it. For you to be able to say you caught me, I never did.
not to do it. Meanwhile, thinking to myself, maybe it was an honest mistake. This was in part due to the fact that he always used to talk about disliking people who mistreat.
And I still do. I did. By the way, I hope you know I recorded a video earlier, but it corrupted on my Oculus, so I couldn't use it. So I was going to use that as the video, but now I'm having to make this. I might as well just, kind of explain what happened. But I was saying it. I did actually explain that I don't like these motherfuckers. I had personal hatred ever since what happened to a family member. I'm not going to get into the story because it doesn't need to be public. But I just know one thing. I hate the motherfuckers that do.
Children. This gave me the idea that he does have a concern for kids and their well-being, and led to me being optimistic about him changing for the better. After this, I talked to other staff members, and they told me that they also had told.
Most of the staff members that supposedly reported it they don't like me because of the way that I climbed up the ranks. Remember, I think right when I got anti-corrupt, I literally started climbing that damn rank instantly. Not hell, I was a moderator for only a week and a half, and then I jumped up to admin, and then he made the developer rank.
Told him that he can't be doing stuff like this. That's what told me that this needs to be looked at a lot more closely and monitored. Keep in mind, the events that you just heard me explain in the span of 30 to 40 seconds is the result of a collection of probably maybe.
He says collection like he has evidence, but like he said, he has no hard evidence or even no fucking evidence of like, hey, this Tony has been speaking bad, You gotta have evidence like that. You have to log it. Bro, for my Discords, my old Discords that I have, even my new one, I do log shit of incidents that happen. I had an incident where someone posted something that they probably mistaken, and I warned them, and I actually told them if they do that shit again, they are literally going to be deleted. And not even an hour later, they posted again, and then they're gone. And I logged it. I have logs of everything.
4 to 5.
But some of the logs that I clarify, hold on, let me just clarify this. I do have underage fucking moderators. So anything that's gore related, sexual related, it stays in its own specific category where it's only adults. Me and Savage, the owner of the server, we literally document it in that channel. That's it. Savage is having his own life, which to be honest, I prefer him to do. But occasionally he does actually help me edit certain things and try to get certain things understood.
Months of awareness from the staff team and communication between them with me while dealing with other issues. Now you might be asking yourself, how the hell does it take 4 to 5 months to get to this part and looking into it? That's because these events were so spaced out, and it wasn't the same person on the staff team who caught him every time he was doing some shit like this. So to put it into perspective,
he acts like I've been caught, as in like, yeah, I have logged it, and I don't, bro, it's actually pissing me off. It's all hearsay.
he was basically, whether intentionally or not, ensuring that every time he had an instance of something.
No, and this is fucking false as shit. All right.
Like this, it was a new staff member that was exposed to it. So to each individual staff member, it looked like, oh, okay, well, here's a guy who's probably used to talking to adults, and now he has to be reminded that he's in.
I'm pretty fucking used to talking to both parties, young and adults. I know how to speak. I'm not stupid. And I have morals too. Like I've mentioned this multiple times. I don't like people who talk very negatively and towards kids. Like, I don't get it.
In front of kids. And so to each and every one of us who caught him on our own occasion, we thought pretty much the same thing. And so although if you come into my Discord server and you say something like completely obscene, you'll get banned instantly, we try to recognize cases where maybe it's like what I just said, where it's an adult that's used to talking to adults and just needs to be reminded. And so whether intentional or not, like I said, he was able to use this part of our system to get away with
a lot of it? What did I do to get away? Like, wait, hold on. What did I do again? Oh, supposedly said it and stuff in front of children? That I never did? No logs? No recordings of it? Alright.
A lot more than he probably should have, but regardless, as it went on over time, obviously the staff team started communicating with each other, and not only that, but the things that he decided to say started to get worse. And not to
I like how the only time when it got super worse when I was under anesthesia. This will be at the end of the video that I will explain it more in detail.
As well, he would always make comments about how he doesn't like people that mistreat children. So even the staff members that heard him, air quote, slip up more than once, they had the idea of, oh, okay, well, all hope is not lost for this guy. So as we started to come into the conclusion that this guy is not the great person that everyone thinks he.
Well, you may think that. I just know one thing. You don't know my character, clearly, because all of it's fucking false. Listen, it's kind of annoying how you put it. I'm not gonna lie. Hell, all the years at the very, I'm actually going to say this at the very end. I'm just going to spoil the end for you. He does say a lot of staff members, or a few of his members and staff members, are fucking defending me at all costs because there's a fucking reason with it.
I thought to myself, all right, well, if he's willing to do this stuff in front of the owner of the server, then no shit he's done this behind closed doors. No,
never did. Never behind kind of. But what the fuck are you talking about? The fuck?
Oh shit, he's done this when no one's looking. Like, that's just my instinct. I mean, do I know this for a fact? No, but more times than not, that mentality is usually true. So at the end of the day, I'm trying to get the word out there. I don't want this to happen to anyone else. That was one of the main purposes for this video, but why should you believe me, right? Well, number one, keep in mind, Tony is extremely good at programming, and he did
Thank you.
a lot of it for free for me for my server. So I had a lot of money reasons to not make something up about him and just tarnish that if it wasn't for a good reason, right? Another thing I've been asked before is, why don't you have any clips of this, especially in a day and age where everyone's playing games and has a clipping software ready to go? First of all, even if I was in the call with the clipping software, why would I want anything that I've heard?
That's not how moderation works, my friend. When I get into a VC, and if I'm not okay, not all, I get it. I'm not always clipping fucking voice calls. I'm not trying to be intrusive. I'm not trying to collect your evidence and your fucking voice every single time. But if I hear an incident that constantly happens, and if I go into a VC, I'm going to be clipping everything. I'm going to make sure I'm going to get everything what this person says, from their monologue to all the way to, oh, yeah, I literally ate minutes ago, That's just how that works. But you said there's multiple fucking evidence. You should have been starting to record that shit a long time ago. Because if I actually was saying it, you could have actually got me. But I never said anything. That's the fucking problem.
Him say in front of a kid on my computer, straight up. Why would anyone want that? So that's the reason why I personally don't have any clips of what he has said before. I don't know about anybody else. I'm assuming if they did, they probably would have come forward by now.
Because there is none. Okay, thank you.
So I'm going to put up on screen his response when me, the manager...
Okay, I'm actually going to put this actual response on the screen right now. I mean, within post-editing, but you could see the date of it. It is 21 of 08, or yeah, August the 21st. That I was still... Okay, hold on. Let me go back. So, before I got banned, I was actually in the Discord still. Before I even knew what was going to happen, I was actually in the hospital. I stayed there for 12 days, and I stayed there for I think 4 more days just to make sure, because I was still having anesthesia effects and having weird stuff go on. Erratic heart rate. They had to give me adenosine on board. They literally had to do it quick because I was actually going into a cardiac thing. Let's not get into that. I don't want to get into my health issues, all right? That's just how I am. And plus, I never knew about this anesthesia, complications. It's the new thing to me. Even it's a new thing to the anesthesiologists. That's what they're trained for. But just know, clearly, Impulse does not have no medical knowledge at all. It's a quick Google search, though. But clearly, it's on drugs. But hold on, I'll let him explain that, too. But, first thing, just know, it was still, when I sent that message, I was still having the effects. I was trying my best. Like, you can read the grammar, and it's pukeable. Like, it looks like I puked it up. There was no good grammar. I probably misspelled 4 different things. I couldn't even elaborate. I couldn't even remember what I said. And Stadia, the person that's at the very end of the video, I will display it too. Stadia, I think, was in that VC when I actually said it, or said that inappropriate thing. When I was still having hardcore fucking anesthetics going on. I was still having erratic things. I was under pain medicine because, hey, I had surgery. to remove a fucking angry balloon. And you know something? I actually stayed in there for 2.5 hours because I had a complication. Normally, these procedures for gallbladder removal or the appendix, I think the appendix is a little quicker, but for the gallbladder, they have to do precisions. They have to be precise because one little nick can actually harm me. So the complication was the anesthetic was kind of making me erratic, or making my heart. Ugh, damn, I can't even fucking speak. I'm losing my brain. But it was just constantly erratic, and they did not like that. So they tried to slow down, and they tried to keep on doing it and go slow and actually, make sure I'm not going to die on that operating table because they can get sued. Shit. But that's it. There's that. For Pulse, he will explain it himself, which is the most stupidest fucking point that he ever has, and the most stupid thing. But I will let him explain it. But he has to go through a few other things, I think, first.
And the lead admin of my Discord server made a group chat to tell him that he was banned, obviously, what it was for and all this stuff. This is what he had to say. So, as far as responding to this stuff, number one, he says he doesn't remember anything like that.
Okay, I don't remember anything of that night when I said it. Only thing I remember was, sorry, I'm sorry, and then I stayed quiet. I don't even remember if I started talking again. That's if you can't comprehend that, just search anesthesia, fucking general anesthetic, bruh. Thank you. Oh, okay, I can't click on it.
That's a huge red flag.
What is a red flag? Because if I don't say shit that I shouldn't say, then I don't say it. Because I know I don't say it. I'm confident in my own ability. And why would I be reacting to this video if I don't want this public information being out? It's because it's not true, and I'm going to die by this. That's how I am about this. And this is raw emotion. You scripted it. I scripted the other one because I actually methodically thought of it. I hit points that I should have. But my friends did point out, using a text-to-speech voice and not my own actual emotional voice, it may be, cowardly, supposedly, and may be used a different way.
Know how he doesn't remember this? Because we reminded him every time?
Never a single time, no. You need to log shit because clearly you didn't do it. And if I did say something, you should have logged it. Because I know I didn't do anything. But supposedly I have been, so his word, I guess. Fuck it.
And we caught him. Number two, he says he barely goes into a VC. I don't know what that really has to do with this.
Okay, what that has to do with it is I don't go into public VCs with members. I barely even do. And if I do go into a public VC without him in there, I literally just try my best to just stay calm and just, do certain things and just listen out for any misbehavior. That's what I do. I literally banned 4 people to even more because of inappropriate behavior, people saying not things they should probably fucking say. Jesus. That shit goes under the radar a lot on that server. No moderators care. And there's a situation I'm not going to point out, but he shouldn't be. There's another character that I'm not going to say at all, but I'm going to describe him. He's going through something, but none of the admins are caring. I mean, cool, sure. Some admins are not trained to be doing that. Hell, for me, I went to college for pediatric psychology and adults. I kind of did both because I was not really too sure if I wanted to go which way. And I think I did pass it. I think I passed the pediatric one, but I'm not too sure. Let's not get into my personal business.
He had his moments. He would have, periods of time across the week where he was always in a VC. Then maybe he would go MIA.
It's because if I see you in there, I want to talk to you. I want to actually get in there with you and talk to you. But reason why I don't talk to you when you're in a public VC is because everyone is yapping their ass off and just being loud as fuck. You even have a hard time even hearing me. So that's why I literally just shut down and just leave. There's no point of even trying to fucking yell across a room that you still can't hear me in.
For a little bit, doesn't really clear up much in my opinion. Number 3, he says he doesn't remember getting corrected. That is
100% bullshit. Yeah, you have never corrected me. No logs of it. Nothing. See? Like you said, you have no hard evidence, or soft evidence, in fact. You only have hearsay information.
100% bullshit. He has been corrected.
Not.
So many fucking times. He also, in number 3, tries to blame it on drugs. This is the problem for me.
Just remember, this guy has no prior knowledge of medical stuff and never been to college to understand medical stuff. I mean, you could literally Google it, and there you go. But he wants to blame it on, oh, drugs that I'm always abusing. It's anesthesia, bro. What do you expect? I'm not going to go under surgery without it. They don't want me to do that because you know why? There's a lot of trauma that goes with it because it hurts. Anesthetic is supposed to cut all the pain out of it. Like, literally just gaps your memory right then and there. You won't remember a single part of it. Only thing you will probably remember is when you were going under and coming out of it. But there have been noted cases of anesthesia kind of lingering a little longer and you forget more. And hell, even during durations of your recovery time, you may forget what you have done. Not everyone is like this. Everyone is a unique human being. We're not all the same. The only things that we are the same is how our hearts beat. We have red blood. But that blood can be different in different ways, Fucking A positive, negative, etc. like that.
I mean, it's either one of two situations. Number one, he most definitely said this shit.
And I hate to be the guy. I'm just going to say it. He drinks a lot. He drinks a fuck ton of booze. And I don't get me wrong. I do drink a little bit, but I don't stay in fucking VC to the point where I am literally going to have to wake up with a migraine and take ibuprofen just to fucking relieve it. I'm not like that. This guy drinks a lot. And supposedly he wants to blame it on drugs that I supposedly abuse every single day. I don't get that.
More times not under the influence of drugs than it was on.
I never was under... Well, okay.
Or number two, I'm wrong about that because he's on the influence of drugs all the fucking time.
You literally allowed the first thing... Oh, my bad. I just hit my mic. My bad, guys. Anyone wearing headphones. He literally just hit his first point with a second point. Literally just fucking cross-sliding it. Okay, cool. Oh, come on.
So, it's either the first one and he has a problem, or it's the second one and he has a problem. Either
I don't have no problem in both. Okay?
Either way, he's got a fucking problem. So, and which is surprising, too, in number 3, because he finally admits that he even fucking did anything.
Yeah, I admit that I said something right then and at that night. I actually admitted that night. I'm actually going to die by this too. I'm going to admit that I actually have said something that I should not said. But here's the thing though. The medical state was a relapse. Like, if you think about it, if you research and actually understand, anesthesia, you may understand some people can't just think for themselves. They can't even think for others. They literally may just rip out the fucking IV. But it depends on the surgery though. Some IVs get taken out before anything. For me, I had to have my IV in because they had to give me adenosine and a couple other things. Adenosine is... Just search it up, please. It was just like... Oh my god, Jesus. This hurts my fucking brain. And he's going to say I guilt-tripped him. I'm not guilt-tripping you, bro. I literally was just speaking my heart out because I was kind of like nervous. I was like, what the fuck is going on? I don't remember what's going on. I can't remember this. Literally... Oh my god. Literally, it says the fucking 21st, and that was like literally the day or the night. I think it was like around... I can't remember the fucking time. Yeah, it was 10. It looks like 10. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, it was 10 o'clock. It was before the other day. And then I was still kind of like processing it. I was like, bro, I'm banned from Pose. Like, what did I fucking do? Like, what's going on? And mind you, there was no proof. So what my instinct as a fucking, under anesthesia, fucking trying to recover from pain, like, bro, I literally had pain meds that was just running through my course. I couldn't, hell, some of those pain meds can cause other things too, like lapses in memory, lapses in certain things, forget certain things, becomes unfiltered, etc. If you can't understand that, don't talk about it. Because clearly you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You're saying I'm on drugs practically all the time. And no, I'm not trying to guilt trip you because of one simple fucking thing. I don't do any of this shit that you're claiming I'm doing.
I think the first time he just denied it all.
I never denied it. I was kind of like confused because I was trying to figure out. I was in denial actually, but it's because I wasn't aware of what I said that night. I wasn't aware. I still kind of don't remember what else I said. I don't even remember if I was still talking. Only thing I remember was coming into and then just like, oh, I'm sorry. And then right when I stopped, I was like, wait, why am I saying sorry again? And I just stopped. I just was like, okay, there must have been something reason why I was saying sorry for. So I just shut the fuck up and just stayed silent for all that time.
But yeah, so let's see. Number 4. Yeah, he's talking about how something like this unravels his...
It really fucking does, because I was enjoying your community, I was having support, all of this. And it actually stressed me the fuck out, even because they had a fucking heart monitor on me to, constantly make sure. They literally came in after I got that fucking message. They literally came in and asked me, "Hey, are you all right? You feel weird?" And I was like, "No, I don't know. I'm just a little stressed out right now." And I said I'll be fine. And then I said if it keeps on going, just come back, and then I'll probably have a different, verdict. But it was because of that kind of like made me unfucking raveled. I was like, bro, okay, wow, this kind of hurts me. Like, I literally got thrown on the fucking bus. Like, I don't remember saying anything inappropriate during the 8 months that supposedly he has said about. But now it's like fucking 5 to 3 months? 4? I can't remember. It's weird how everything is played out, and now it's like this. And I already got harassed 7 different times. And I did just get a notification from this. Oh, and it's a friend request from some random guy. Can't wait to figure that one out. And I'm not going to show any of the messages that I got, because I already blocked them. I already reported them. I don't want to see that. I reported them too. Like, I reported them to Discord with all the evidence that I had of them. So they're probably going to get banned. Fuck them. I don't care. That's not my business. But hey, if it was in my Discord, I would have logged that shit quickly. I wouldn't just let it sit there and let it fly away, That's not how moderation works.
Okay, dude. Well, first of all, he should probably be thinking about...
Okay, first thing. You don't know anything about the medical field at all. You don't know anything about anesthesia, which you can easily just search up, but you're likely going to use an AI, which, to be frank, for you and your comprehension, you may need to. That's okay. Cool. Go right ahead. But, like I said, I couldn't even think for my own fucking self. How can I think for other people if I can't think for my own self? That's just not how that works. Thank you.
What, the kids that were in the call with him?
Am I just not realizing I'm saying thank you every single time after the sentence? Thank you.
Heard, and not just what he's going through. To my knowledge, he was going through a surgery at the time.
You should know this. I literally told you multiple times I'm about to be going through surgery. I even told you about the endoscopic that I had previously. And you know something? Here's the thing, though. I didn't know anything. Okay, hold on. Endoscopic, they go down your throat, basically. They had to put me under general anesthesia also. But since it lasted a little, they only lasted 15 minutes, it didn't cause anything significant. But they did write down in the charts that I did have a little bit of elevated heart, and it kind of went down back and forth, and an ATEC rhythm for a minute. And it went away on its own. So it's like, there you go. There was a possible prone thing, but since it was declared as maybe just a weird incident, they thought it was normal, so they just left it as it is. But they did write it down, and even the anesthesiologist that came by to my room after surgery, he did say, yeah, we did get the report of it, and I kind of considered it, so I immediately did some things to kind of keep you down and stuff.
Yeah, that's that. But I mean, if he's gonna address this situation, I mean, dude, how the fuck is he gonna try to guilt trip me when I'm the one...
I'm not trying to guilt trip you. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. I was literally in medication state. I couldn't help myself. There you go.
Who prevented my community from going...
Okay, just fucking time me out for a while. I was literally I was literally going through a surgery. I was in pain. And if I sound emotional and you can't handle it, that's cool. Because, hey, I literally said at the end of the first part of this video, I said I will be raw filtered and giving my whole opinion on this. So this will give you a little bit of an idea of what I'm actually thinking. Because unfilteredness can provide a lot more things. But if I provided this in a script form, oh my god, it would be the end of the fucking world. Like he did. But hey, at least hey, whatever it is.
Through something they should have never seen. Now, as this video's wrapping up, I do want to mention one thing that I found was really weird.
Okay, hold on, I'm going to pause him there. He did ask Stadia. I have mentioned this person in the video. Stadia is a butt buddy of Corpse. Corpse kind of did not like me because I got onto him for being a fucking biased cunt. I'm just saying that just because, hey, fuck him. But Stadia only heard me say that one thing that night. And he was ride or die on it. He did not care about any other things. See? No medical knowledge. You shouldn't fucking comment or have an opinion on me. But at the exact same time, if you want to get both of the sides, it's okay. Because to the two people that actually DM me and actually wanting to get both of the sides, the two people that actually heard my side actually reasoned with me and actually didn't just harass me and do this. Like, both of them are still friends with me. I mean, I don't really mind them. Both of them, I think one of them is a developer, and I don't really mind them. So there's that.
That ever since he was banned, some of the same staff members who were there and know about what this guy's done have all this.
It's probably because they know they probably know the fucking circumstances of anesthesia. They probably understand the medical state. They probably understand what I've been going through. They probably understand that I don't speak the way that he supposedly I say I do. Wow, I probably said that weird, but hey, you said this. I said this will be an emotional choral story. Fuck. God, I need to eat me some Pringles so I can calm down. But yeah, this is like, it's just entirely bullshit. Here, I'll let it play out more.
Sudden go through as far as have all of a sudden received things from him and then are like defending.
Reason why they... Okay, hold up. I just literally said I'll let this go through. Hold on.
The same staff members who were there and know about what this guy's done have all of a sudden received things from him and then are like defending him at all costs. So, I guess the massive investigation.
Okay, now here, there's a fucking picture of what's his name? Karma. Karma, if you're watching this, I don't remember ever speaking to you in that. I don't remember ever saying something in front of you that you shouldn't have heard. Secondly, I haven't barely even fucking talked to you in a while. So, that's weird as fuck. Why are you coming out and saying this? You know how I speak, and you know I don't speak like that, but clearly you do. You clearly say, yeah, I speak weirdly.
I'm going to go through as far as my own staff team, for whatever reason they're receiving shit from him and defending him. That's a huge red flag. But
it's because they understand the fucking practicality of it. They know it's unjustified. Because there's no fucking evidence, and they know the medical state. And if you don't understand it, and you don't believe I actually have been in surgery, you can go to my TikTok and actually see some videos of me recording my room. I actually recently have to go back to the hospital, and they actually admitted me because I was having irregular heart rates, and they probably suspected I was still going through it and probably having complications still. So they declared it as, yeah, you need to stay. This was October the 10th. I think I stayed there until the 16th, and then they declared me to be good. And so far, I haven't been feeling any weird. I feel pretty damn good, actually. I feel very better.
That's a story for another day, but I want to make it known that this stuff is just weird to me. Now, could I be kind of off on my overall idea of it? I mean, maybe.
Okay. Oh, and another one. Reflect Aim. I don't remember ever talking to this person fully. I remember being in a VC and actually agreeing to some of the things he says, and we build sometimes, but I don't remember ever saying anything inappropriate in front of the guy. So he's just saying that just to say it, throwing me under the bus just to throw it. So there you go.
But I know for sure, there's people out there who have received stuff from him, and then all of a sudden, the same people who are saying, yeah, fuck that guy, can't believe what he did, are now
It's because they're actually fucking sensible human beings. Thank you. I said it again. God.
So, yeah, I guess to end this video, I'll leave you guys with some testimony statements from the people who weren't afraid to speak up, and I appreciate you guys for watching this. I hope anyone who can avoid having this happen in their server, I hope it happens. I hope Tawny becomes a better fucking person, because, causing all this and then lying to me and then blaming, trying to guilt trip and shit, I mean, that's just, I can't respect that at all, dude. So, appreciate you guys watching, Pete.
Okay, so that's weird. I never guilt tripped you. I actually tried to be reasonable, but within a medical state, I can't be reasonable because it's kind of hard to talk, Maybe if we got in a VC and talked, knowing I probably would still be saying some weird stuff because, number one, I was still having anesthetics going through my veins. The lingering effects, I'm gonna get that and become a better person. I'm already a fucking better person. I'm about to be having a kid soon. Fuck yourself with that shit. And putting me as the thumbnail? Oh my god, Jesus. Weirdo or pedophile? You're practically calling me both. So, What is your logic behind that? But let's not keep on going. Let's just hit it on the head. If you don't know me and actually understand who I am, then don't talk, don't contact me, don't harass me like the fucking other 7 people that have done, because they are doing it just to do it because they follow the fucking Lord himself, you know? The king. So, what I learned from this is don't trust everyone. Throw your phone away. Literally just break that bitch when you're in a medical state. So, yep. Oh yeah, and if you're in if you're in a medical state, hell, you might as well just go without anesthetics and, you know, have surgery, you know. So, yeah. Thank you for listening to this. Respectfully, fuck you, corpse. No one likes you. You're actually a waste of space in this world. You're weird. And to your brother, I don't mind you, but you act like a cunt sometimes, so that's your problem too.
Bye, have a great time.